Today we are going to work on a current converter platform. Here we will go with HTML, CSS and JavaScript only. Now let's start on doc type. Yes, now let's start with doc type. Here doc type stands for we tell the browser that this document is in HTML5 and this HTML language is in English, and this set is hold the meta character information, and then meta cassette is means that it will allow all languages. And this title currency exchange is the title browser. Is what will be written in the browser. Now let's cross head and then body and then division class all. This assign the name of this division so CSS can target it, and this division class header, and then write head 1, which is XYZ company. This is the name of the company, and this paragraph currency exchange platform is which will be written under the XYZ company, and then cross division, and then write again division class container, and then this container means that it create a container with class for the form area, and division input division class input group, and then write label which is equal to amount, and then in the amount the input type will be number, id which is equal to amount, value which is equal to 100, and then cross division, and then again write division class input group, and then we write label from, and then again write select id which is equal to from currency, and then option value. This means that from box there will be the country to select from the from group. Here is option value, where is USD US dollar, and then here is the option value London francs, can see London francs, and then here is euro, and then cross selection, and then we go on class input group for 2, write label, and then 2, and then write again select id to currency, then select, and then write option value. We start with London francs, and then second is US dollar, and then third is euro, and then cross select we cross division, and then again we open division class, we go on button will be on click convert currency, and then cross, and then open convert, then cross again button, and then open again division class which is equal to result, and then small which will be equal to small, we cross, and then write result. Let's see what will be displayed if we run this. Okay, now you see our HTML. You see that here is the heading XYZ company, and then the subtitle current exchange platform, then the box of amount from mode. Here is those option, and here is option from two, and then the convert button, then the result. Now let's see. Here will be another head result when we type in the amount, and then when we want to convert from to, then the result will be like this, and then we cross division 1 2 3, and then we cross the body, and then the HTML. Now see how our HTML is created, and now let's go on CSS. Here is how our HTML is, and now we're going to CSS. We're gonna style it. Okay, now here is our CSS. We named it as CSS current. The CSS. Here is the universal selector. You can see that star, which selects all HTML elements on the page, and then this box sizing, which is equal to border box makes padding and border part, and then this font family sets the default text font to Arial, and then cross the carrying brackets, and then you go to body. And then this right margin it is equal to 0. Remove the default margin that browsers automatically add to the body element, and then background, which is equal to hashtag f2 means that sets a light gray background color for the entire page, and then cross the carrying brackets, and then right.or, and then open the carrying bracket, and then write maximum width, which is equal to 700 pixels. This means that it targets the element with the class or, and then write margin, which is equal to 40 pixels auto, and then this means that container will never exceed no, this means that the 40 pixels top and bottom margin centers the container horizontally, and then this border radius, which is equal to 0, and we make those boxes to be like straight, yeah. Then overflow, which is equal to hidden. This means that clips or hides any content that extends outside, means that it will bring back those content which will be when they are going outside. And then this box shadow, which is equal to 204 pixels, 12 pixels, RGB A000.15, means that it adds a subtle shadow effect, like 0 horizontal offset. And then this height, which is equal to 80 VH, means that set height to 80% of the browser window height. Now this border, which is equal to 20 pixels solid, means that it creates 20 pixels solid border around all sides. Now let's go on border on the top. Border top, we will put none, because none we put in this word important. This word important is needed because if we want it to be quick, we will put this keyword important. And now we're going on no border bottom. We will put 10 pixels so that the calculated part will be shown. Let's see how it will be. Okay, now I can see that it's not working. Finishing border bottom. Now let's see on no border color. This means that it set the border color to right gray. Yeah, and then let's close it and then go to the header. This means that it targets element with class header. The other one which you saw in HTML. And then right background will be blue. I mean the dark blue background color, as you can see it. Now the color will be white. It will make the text inside the header white. Then text align will be aligned in center. The text will be in center, and then the padding is the padding will be 80 pixels, 20 pixels, and 200 pixels. Okay, now we'll go on height, which is equal to 45 ph. This means that header takes up 45% of browser window height, and cross the curly bracket for height, and then go on dot container. Right background will be f3 s3 f3. This which means that there will be a light gray background for the form area, and then here max width will be 600 pixels. This means that form container maximum width is 600 pixels, and then here margin negative 100 pixels auto, and then padding will be 30 pixels. Then border radius will be 0. Box shadow will be 0 for 10 pixels RGB bracket 0000.1. This means that the subtle shadow are all lighter than all containers shadow. Okay, now we go on position, which will be relative. It establishes positioning context for potential child element. Then height will be 200 pixels. This means that the container has fixed height for 200 pixels. Okay, now we cross the curly bracket for container, and then we write the dot form group. We open the curly bracket and then write display, which is equal to flex, and then this flex enable the flex box layout. It means that it arranges children in arrow instead of stacking vertically, and justify content is equal to center. The content will be justified in the center, then the gap between them will be 25 pixels, and then align item. The items will be aligned in the center. Vertical center items useful if items have different heights. They be aligned in the center. And then margin bottom is 25 pixels, means that it adds 25 pixels space below the form group, and then we close it and then write amount box, which will be with it 100 180 pixels, and then right dot current box width is 150 pixels. This means that this dot amount box width will be 180 pixels, and this current box, the current box are saying all um are those on from and to box, and then the rebel right we this rebel means that the targets or rebel elements, those or elements which are in rebel, this rebel in CSS, we target them, those which we saw in HTML. And then right font size, which is equal to 12 pixels, and then right margin bottom 5 pixels, display which is equal to block or pen or cross, and then add input select open padding which is equal to 10 pixels, and then right padding which is equal to 10 pixels, which will add 10 pixels internal spacing inside input select boxes, margin top 5 pixels, which will add 5 pixels space above input and save or select boxes, and then border which will be 1 pixel, and then border radius will be 5 pixels. This means that it's side 3 rounded straight corners on input field, and then close it, and then right at the bottom display which is equal to flex. This means that it arranges element in a row, and then justify content which is equal to space between. This pushes the element to opposite end, and then align item will be aligned in the center, and then close it, and then right button background, we know that is blue, dark blue, and then the color will be white, padding will be 10 pixels, 30 pixels, border will be none, the radius will be 0, cursor will be pointer, and then margin left will be 55 pixels, and then the result will be text align will be right, the text will be aligned on the right side, then border top will be 0 pixels solid, and then padding on top will be 10 pixels, margin will be -1.5 centimeter, and then we close it, and then we open again dot result small, and then this dot result small, this dot result form, we are gonna write display which is equal to block. Okay, now color will be like dark gray, and then margin will be light 199 pixels, then font weight will be border, then color will be black, and then dot result h2, I mean the result which will be displayed if you convert. The margin is 5 pixels 00, font size is 28 pixels, margin right is 2.9 centimeter, and then cross it. And then this is the end of our CSS. Let's see now what we got. Okay, now we are going to link our CSS with our HTML and see the changes. Let's see the current the current exchange platform without CSS, and then let's see with CSS. When linked in CSS, we're going to index h.html and then come here and then write link del equal style sheet, then help equal the CSS name, now close it, and then let's go to run it and see what will be happening. Now you can see our platform, that blue on the header, and then the convert button which is blue, the amount box from the option are here, and then the option from 2 are here also, and then the result is here, then the convert button is here. Now our current exchange platform now needs a JavaScript so that it can run. Now let's go to JavaScript. Okay, now let's go with our JavaScript. Start from here. We named it gs current cr.js. Then we're gonna start from here. We're gonna write function convert currents and the brackets, open the current brackets. This which means that it declares a function named convert currents, the convert currents which we saw in our HTML document, and then write let amount be document dot get element by id in bracket amount dot value. Now this let amount, it means that it creates variable amount, and it store the value from the amount input field, and then the document dot get element by id in bracket amount, this finds the HTML element with id amount, and then the dot value gets the current value entered in that input field. Then let's go on let from equal document dot get element by id in bracket from currency and dot value, and this let from stores the selected from current value, and this document dot get element by id in bracket from currency means that it finds the from currency drop down, and the dot value. Now let's go on let to the same as from also. Now let's go on let equal curly bracket, and then $1 euro 0.92, and then funds is 100, now 1400, and then this US dollar which is equal to 1, sorry, this US dollar which is equal to 1 means that set US dollar exchange rate to 1, and then this euro which is equal to 0.92 sets the euro rate. This means that for example 1 US dollar equal 0.92 euro, and then London francs which is equal to 1400 set to London francs rate, and then the US dollar which is equal to 1400 London francs. In London francs is 1400 francs, in London francs. And then this we're gonna write now, let result be amount divided by rate in bracket from bracket times rate 2. This means that this is calculation, means that convert amount from one currency to another using the formula. This is the formula which you'll be using to convert. And then the document, this means that the amount, this amount you will put in that amount box will be divided by the rate of from and then be multiplied to the rate of 2. Now we write document dot get element by id bracket result dot inner element which is equal to result dot 2 fixed in bracket 2, and then this document dot get element by id in bracket result means that it find the result display element, and then the dot inner html which is equal to result dot 2 fixed in bracket 2. This means that it updates the displayed result with the calculated value rounded to 2 decimal places, and then we close the braces, the current brackets, which will end the function like this. And then we're gonna link this our javascript to our index html. We come here done, then write script source which is equal to should be, we named it gscr.js. Then we go to run our currency converter, then we load it. Here you can see that the amount which you put in here is 100. Now let's convert it and see the result. Now here is our link. Then let's go check if our javascript is working. No, here is 100 in US dollar to London francs. London francs. Okay, now here is our currency converter. You can see that is working well. Let's put 1 million London francs to US dollar. You can see that is 714.29. Then let's see from US dollar to London 1 million is that. Thank you for watching my video. I wish you a good day and may God bless you.